Well, good afternoon, and thank you all for being here today for the City of San Diego's launch of Nextdoor.com. We know we are a world-class city with great neighborhoods, from our boardwalk to Mission Beach to the incredible diversity of City Heights to the growing arts community in Barrio Logan. What makes us special in San Diego is our neighborhoods and our neighbors. Today, that's what we're coming together to celebrate and also announce a new great program that we're going to be participating in. Every neighborhood in San Diego is unique, and the concerns of a retiree in La Jolla are different than this, particularly as an example of a young family here in Mira Mesa, like Allegra's, who we're going to hear from in just a second. So today, I'm announcing that the City of San Diego is embracing an innovative new way to keep our communities and our neighborhoods connected, safe, and informed that will be customized to each individual neighborhood. And while social media such as Twitter and Facebook have provided new opportunities for the city to communicate with residents, it's easy for some information to get lost when you're talking about the city as a whole. So starting today, the City of San Diego will be using Nextdoor to be in touch with our residents more efficiently and more effectively. Think of Nextdoor as Facebook specifically for your neighborhood. It will help the city provide information in a way that is specific to the parts of San Diego that residents care about the most. Every neighborhood in the city already has neighbors and residents that use Nextdoor. And many communities have even smaller pockets where people can connect with their neighbors on a hyper-local level, block by block, and even street by street. That could mean updates about a local road closure or the status of improvements to a park near your home. And the conversation won't be just one way. You can also reach out to the city and let us know what you need. And we've already seen how successful communicating through Nextdoor can be. Our police department has already been on the site for 2 years and is a shining example of how the rest of the city departments can have productive conversations with our residents. And in a moment, Matt Tortella from the San Diego Police Department will tell you more about how the police department has been using Nextdoor to help keep our neighborhoods safe. But first, I'd like to introduce Councilmember Cate, who has started using Nextdoor to communicate with residents right here in this great neighborhood. Councilmember?
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good afternoon, everybody. Our top priority in our council office is enhancing the quality of life of our residents. And there are 2 ways in which we can do that. We can do that by increasing and improving public safety, as well as increasing civic engagement. And the Nextdoor web platform allows us to accomplish both of those priorities. It allows neighbors to bolster conversations by interacting with one another and interacting with public safety officials and our city offices and our city council office, thereby increasing civic engagement. And it also allows our public safety officials to reach out and express different announcements that are occurring that residents should be watching out for, and also allows our office to increase those announcements and let everybody know about issues that are coming forward on behalf of the city and inform them about fantastic community events. So I am very proud that our District 6 council office is the first council office to start utilizing this great platform, utilizing Nextdoor to reach out to our residents, and we're looking forward to expanding our opportunities to increase that level of engagement between the city, our council office, and the residents of District 6. So here to explain a little bit more about the Nextdoor platform is Jeremy Beebe.
Jeremy?
Thank you. On behalf of the entire Nextdoor team, I would like to thank Mayor Faulconer, Councilmember Cate, Matt Tortella from the San Diego Police Department, and the entire city of San Diego for championing Nextdoor here in San Diego and making today's announcement possible. See, as the mayor mentioned, Nextdoor is not totally new to San Diego. Over the last 2 years, residents have started private Nextdoor websites in 357 Nextdoor neighborhoods here in San Diego. And some examples would be Nextdoor Kensington, Nextdoor Park Village, Nextdoor Talmadge, and these members talk to each other about everyday things that matter most to their local community. And members appreciate Nextdoor because each neighbor must verify their address before they're able to access that private Nextdoor site. So with that added sense of security, they feel the freedom to talk about things that matter right locally to them, like finding a great babysitter or a good handyman, or more personal things like locating a lost pet, or even more urgent things like discussing a rash of crime in the area. So I'm excited, as the mayor mentioned, to welcome his office, Councilmember Cate's office, to the already growing family of San Diego Police Department using Nextdoor to engage San Diego residents today. In fact, as the mayor mentioned, 2 years ago, the San Diego Police Department began in a very progressive way using Nextdoor and helped us even to develop this platform to serve the residents here in San Diego more effectively. So I would like to welcome Officer Matt Tortorella to discuss a little bit more of how they use Nextdoor today.
Hi, thanks. Honored to represent the San Diego Police Department here today. As Jeremy said, recently we celebrated our 2-year anniversary with Nextdoor, and we're so excited about the success that we've had. Since launch with Nextdoor, we've seen growth grow over 500% from our initial launch 2 years ago. We view Nextdoor as a great tool to communicate with community members. It's been a fantastic way to get out crime prevention information, to hear from the community members about concerns they have in their neighborhoods, and to utilize preventative measures for preventing crime. We've always seen the value in neighbors talking to neighbors, and Nextdoor kind of creates that virtual neighborhood watch in addition to more traditional neighborhood watch programs. In addition, we value Nextdoor as a way to communicate emergency information, such as during the fires. We used Nextdoor to really get out evacuation information and important information about school closures. And continuing on that path, we are going to announce today that we are beginning a new pilot program where we will be testing out posting the helicopter announcements to specific neighborhoods. So as our Able helicopter starts announcing missing children or maybe suspect information, you'll be seeing that on Nextdoor as well. So we absolutely are excited for the city and just look forward to what they're going to do with the Nextdoor platform. With that, I'd like to introduce community member Allegra Lowenstein.
Our neighborhood here has seen a bit of a revival in the past 5 years or so, with a lot of new homeowners coming in, and it's really sparking a feeling of wanting to have a community where we know our neighbors. So this road that we're on here has had that from the get-go, but the fact that now we've all joined Nextdoor has been able to expand our sense of community from beyond just 1 or 2 streets to quite a few streets beyond that. And the way Nextdoor works is you have kind of your micro neighborhood, and then you can connect with the neighbors beyond that. So it's really, really small or a little bit bigger, but it's all very, very local. I love it as a user that everyone is a verified resident. It gives you a great sense of confidence using it. And I also really love that the posts are so specific to that neighborhood level. That information sometimes, like the mayor said, at the city level, it gets lost. But the posts here are so specific, from tips on how we can voice our concerns about roads in our neighborhood, or where we can report code violations that we've seen on our streets. Recommendations for low water landscaping from your neighbors, where you know that it's going to work right here where you live. Where you can dispose of all your old batteries that you've been saving in a box for a year. Everything that's just so micro-local that it is, it's going to be useful. As a health coach, I love to share nutrition tips for my neighbors when that conversation arrives. Even the classifieds. Nobody ever flakes because you know their name and you know where they live. The neighborhood-specific updates coming from the mayor's office are just going to add to that really useful tidbits of information. It's a million little things on Nextdoor that contribute to a more vibrant, a more friendly, and just a more robust neighborhood. So I love Nextdoor. I tell all of my community-minded friends to join, and I hope that lots more neighbors in this neighborhood join as well. Mayor Faulconer.
Thank you, Luger. Well done. Thank you, Luger. Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you. I want to thank all of our neighbors for coming out today. This is, it's just using technology to help our neighbors communicate, to help solve problems, and to help make our neighborhoods thrive. So we're looking forward to utilizing this tool increasingly. Everyone is here. Will be able to available to answer any questions one-on-one. So thank you all for being here. Thank you.